What comes to mind when you hear the word ninja? Is it a black-clad assassin, a stealthy spy, or perhaps a mythical warrior with supernatural abilities? Often, what we think we know about an idea is not the full reality, and the ninja are no exception. Their image in popular culture is a fascinating blend of fact and fantasy, often leaning more towards the latter. Contrary to popular belief, ninjas weren't just shadowy assassins. They were spies, mercenaries, and masters of deception, born from the chaos of the Sengoku era, a time of intense civil warfare and uncertainty in Japan. The ninja were products of their environment, their skills honed by necessity and survival, not by some innate sorcery. Their story is one of pragmatism, not exoticism. It's a tale of flexible institutions, not rigid authority. A tale where women warriors played vital roles and where chaos and stability dictated their rise and fall. Let's delve into the real story of the ninja, a tale that's far more fascinating than any Hollywood blockbuster. The story of the ninja didn't begin in some ancient martial arts dojo, but rather in the chaos and turmoil of medieval Japan. The Sengoku era, spanning from 1467 to 1603, was a time of relentless civil wars, political disorder, and societal uncertainty. It was in this age of upheaval and strife that the seeds of the ninja were sown. The ninja were not born from mystic rituals or arcane knowledge, but from the harsh realities of survival during an era of constant conflict. Their origins trace back to the Iga and Koka regions, rugged and remote mountainous areas that served as a sanctuary for those seeking refuge from the violence that plagued the lowlands. Life in these highlands was a daily test of resilience and resourcefulness, requiring unique survival skills and a keen understanding of the environment. These highland refugees, exposed to the teachings of warrior monks and influenced by deserters from various battles, gradually developed a unique set of skills and knowledge. This specialized training and expertise, which came to be known as ninjutsu, were not simply the product of exoticism, but were grounded in the gritty necessities of the battlefield. As Japan descended into nationwide civil war, the need for intelligence and mercenary services skyrocketed, with their unique skill set forged in the crucible of the unforgiving highland environment. The ninja were uniquely positioned to fill this void. They capitalized on the chaos, offering their services to the highest bidder and navigating the ever-shifting political landscape with dexterity and cunning. Without a centralized authority to impose formal rule, the ninja organized themselves into confederations, governed by constitution-like agreements. This private governance model allowed them to operate effectively amid the chaos, leveraging lucrative contracts across feudal Japan to achieve a level of economic stability typically associated with more centralized states. In the midst of anarchy and violence, the ninja found a niche, capitalizing on their unique skills to navigate the political and social turmoil. As Japan descended deeper into civil war, the demand for the ninja's unique skills skyrocketed. This was an era where information was power, and the ninja were masters of obtaining and utilizing it. Their skills in espionage, sabotage, guerrilla warfare, and assassinations were in high demand, and they capitalized on this need with unabashed pragmatism. The ninja were not shadowy figures lurking in the darkness, but rather were mercenaries selling their expertise to the highest bidder. This was a time of chaos and uncertainty, and the ninja, with their unique skills and knowledge, emerged as a beacon of stability. They leveraged lucrative contracts, providing their services to warlords and daimyos desperate for an edge in the ongoing conflicts. But the ninja were not just mercenaries for hire. They were also astute business people. They understood that their survival depended not only on their martial prowess, but also on their ability to organize and govern themselves effectively. To this end, they formed confederations, loose alliances where individual ninja groups retained their autonomy, but agreed to cooperate for mutual benefit. These confederations were governed by constitution-like agreements, which outlined the responsibilities and expectations of each member group. This created a sense of order and stability amidst the chaos of civil war, allowing the ninja to operate efficiently and profitably. By sidestepping the need for a centralized authority, the ninja confederations were able to balance security and cooperation. This was not a case of anarchy, but rather a calculated move designed to maximize their economic potential. In this era of turmoil, the ninja were able to turn chaos into opportunity. They capitalized on the demand for their skills, organized themselves into efficient confederations, and leveraged lucrative contracts to attain economic stability. They were pragmatic, adaptable, and resourceful, qualities that allowed them to rise to prominence in a time of great uncertainty. But as with any rise, there is also a fall. And as we'll see in the next segment, the very success of the ninja would ultimately lead to their downfall. But for now, let's revel in their rise. In the midst of chaos, the ninja found opportunity and rose to prominence. In the world of the ninja, gender was no barrier to success. The ninja society was one of equality, where women, known as kunoichi, played a vital role as warriors. Far from being relegated to the sidelines, these women warriors were integral to the operations and success of the ninja clans. Kunoichi were not just skilled fighters. They were masters of subterfuge and deception, specializing in intelligence gathering. They infiltrated enemy lines disguised as maids or entertainers, where they would stealthily gather information and carry out covert operations. Their role was not one of brute force, but of finesse and cunning, using their wits and charm as weapons just as effectively as any sword or dagger. The kunoichi were trained in many of the same martial arts as their male counterparts, but they also had a unique set of skills tailored to their specialized roles. This included the art of disguise, espionage, psychology, and even seduction. They were also adept in the use of various weapons, particularly those that could be easily concealed like small blades or poison. Despite their significant contributions, the role of kunoichi in the world of the ninja is often overlooked. This is largely due to the historical bias that tends to overshadow the contributions of women in many societies. However, the kunoichi were invaluable members of their clans, and their work often tipped the balance in favor of their side in the many conflicts and power struggles of the time. The kunoichi exemplify the pragmatic approach of the ninja. They took advantage of societal expectations and norms to gather intelligence and carry out covert operations right under the noses of their enemies. Their work was not as flashy or dramatic as the daring feats often attributed to the ninja, but it was just as crucial, if not more so, in achieving their objectives. In the world of the ninja, women held their own, proving that strength and skill know no gender. The kunoichi were true warriors, embodying the spirit, resilience, and versatility that defined the ninja. They remind us that in the shadows of history, there are often unsung heroes whose stories deserve to be told. The same chaos that gave rise to the ninja would ultimately lead to their downfall. As the ninja flourished in the tumultuous Sengoku era, their skills and influence became increasingly visible and desirable. Their success, however, turned them into a target. The regions of Iga and Koka, the birthplaces of the ninja, caught the attention of the powerful warlord Oda Nobunaga. Nobunaga, known for his ambition to unify Japan under his rule, viewed the autonomous ninja confederations as a threat. The ninja were seen as too independent, their power and influence a challenge to the centralized control Nobunaga sought. In 1581, he decided to act. Nobunaga led a massive invasion force into Iga and Koka, intent on breaking the power of the ninja. The ninja, skilled as they were not equipped to stand against the might of Nobunaga's forces. Their strength lay in stealth and subterfuge, not open warfare. The result was inevitable. Iga and Koka fell, marking the end of the ninja confederations. Yet the fall of the ninja was not just the result of military defeat. It was also a consequence of the changing times. The Sengoku era, the era of war and chaos that had allowed the ninja to thrive, was coming to an end. As Nobunaga and others like him sought to unify Japan, the country began to experience a period of relative peace and stability. This stability, while beneficial for Japan as a whole, marked the end of the ninja. Their skills, so necessary during times of conflict and uncertainty, were less needed in an era of peace. The demand for mercenaries and spies declined, and with it, so did the ninja. The ninja, born from chaos, fell in the face of order. Yet their legacy lives on, a testament to their resilience and adaptability. Despite their fall, the story of the ninja continues to captivate us, reminding us of a time when shadows could wield power and the unseen could shape the course of history. The ninja were not mythical warriors or shadowy assassins, but real people who adapted to the harsh realities of their time. They emerged from the chaos of Japan's Sengoku era, a period marked by political turmoil, civil war, and social unrest. These conditions necessitated unique survival skills and the development of ninjutsu, the art of stealth, espionage, and guerrilla warfare. Ninja were practical, their mystique born out of psychological strategies and cultural practices, not supernatural abilities. Their success was fueled by flexible institutions and private governance models, not rigid authority. The often overlooked role of female ninja, the kunoichi, was vital in intelligence gathering and deception. However, the stability and order that the ninja helped create led to their decline. As Japan entered a period of unification and peace, the skills and services of the ninja were no longer in demand. The story of the ninja is a reminder that truth can be just as fascinating as fiction, if not more so.